Welcome back to the Plastic Crack Show. I'm your host Lee, and we have the Combiner Wars Transformers Shockwave from, of course, Transformers Generations. And again, it's like all these smaller Combiner Wars figures. It's an individual packed figure on a blistered card. We have a very nice image of Shockwave in the background. We, of course, have a nice little bit to say combine to form. And it's got a heap of other stuff. It basically is just saying he can convert and combine with other Transformers. And it shows he can, of course, join with Bruticus. And I don't know if we're going to be able to see that from there, but of course here we have Bruticus. So it's saying combine to form Bruticus. And he actually becomes Bruticus's gun if you get all the Combaticons to combine him up. They also did a 2016 collector set, which of course was for Bruticus, and you get him included in it, but it's a different colouring. It's a recoloring, as was all the Combaticons in the gift set. And of course, as always, it's got the nice little Decepticon Shockwave, ages 8+, Hasbro, this wonderful Transformers logo on the side. On the back, of course, again, we get a nice little static image of Shockwave, and of course we get this nice little static image of him transformed as a gun, and then him actually riding on top of one of the riding on top of a Combaticon. And we get a nice little piece up here about, of course, being a Decepticon scientist, created Bruticus to pummel the Autobots. And then down here we have a warning, so of course not recommended for people under the age of 3, of course it's a genuine product, and blah blah blah, who cares, we're not here to look at the box, we're here to look at the figure. So let's get him out. And of course this is taped, so I'm not sure why, but there's like, 100 mile a minute tape all over it, and it means we're going to destroy the backing to get it off, but we don't really care because we're not here to keep him in a box. It's sort of pointless, as he has another home to go to. So let's get this backing off, and we're just going to tear it off. It'll come off. Now we have, of course, a clamshell, or a nice little plastic pack, and as always, nice big long set of instructions, including how to, of course, transform Shockwave, as well as, of course, how he will dock into Bruticus, as well as, of course, the fact he can ride as an extra weapon on Onslaught. So if you, of course, get Onslaught, you can use him as a accessory weapon. Because you also get this nice little card on the back, which we'll take out of its packaging. And we get this nice little card, if you will, or artwork card, lobby card, whatever you want to call it, of course the Decepticon Shockwave. And on the back, of course, again, it's got Transformers Generations, and lets you know that's Hasbro, and it's 2015. So wonderful. And we then have, of course, this rather cool looking Shockwave figure who's trapped on plastic because he's got tabs all over him. So without further ado, we'll cut the tabs away. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Ow. 3, 4, and 5. And that's him. Shockwave's free. We can throw the plastic away. We can have a closer look. Oh, there we go. Let's pull this focus back out. So we have this wonderful looking Shockwave. Nice semi-translucent panel for the chest, for the hands, and for the mouldings around the fingers. Because he's got the gun tab, the handle on the back and the little visor. Obviously open, naked legs. So he's pretty cool looking. Yeah, he stands quite nice. He's probably all of about 3 and a bit, maybe 4 inches tall. But of course, that's him in figure mode. Let's see what he looks like in vehicle, well, in his case, gun mode. And his is pretty simple. In fact, it's probably one of the easiest ones to do. Oh, hang on, let's do range of movement first. We were going to do a transformation with that range of movement. So like them all, because they've got these nice little ball joints, we have a huge amount of movement. There's no hand joints, so there's no articulation on the hands. Arms move out quite nicely. It's like a full range of movement on the arms. Legs is the same. Again, because of the transformation, it's got a swivel up at the hip, so you can turn the knee. Again, because of the style of transformation, the knee will bend back quite nicely. In range all the way back there, all the way to the front, all the way out to the side. Obviously no hip because that doesn't work for this figure. So without further ado, let's transform him. So easiest thing to do here is the front, then the back. So just swivel his arm around. It's got a joint there, just swings up. Put that like that. Again, swing, swivel, up, around. There we go. We have a couple of nice little tabs just in there, which you may not be able to see. And I've done it wrong. There we go. Oh. Never wants to work when I want it to. Do it a million times. The moment I want to do it on camera, it fails. There we go. Is it? No, it's not. Oh dear. Here we go. This might work now. Yes, it does. Done. So, gun back. Gun front's actually really easy. Just fold, fold, spin, spin. And it should have. What's going on here? Is that it? Seems awfully long. No, because I've screwed up. There we go. So, whoop, and again, these joints, oh, sorry I'm off camera, these joints here, very easy to pop. Right, so we have to bring it up, swing him around. It's the same with this one. We have to bring him up and then swing him around. Sorry, I'm off camera. And they connect together there. And that's why that wasn't working properly. Got to do this first. So that comes down and around. That then comes back through, and I'm off camera again, and then connects like that, sometimes. That's better. And there's a couple of little tabs in, I don't know if you'll be able to see them, just in there for tabbing into the gun handle. And then we will just spin these over and this will all just come together quite nicely. And we have Shockwave. And of course, looking down there, it doesn't look terribly good, but this looks fantastic with this nice clear translucent, and so does the chest, and of course that nice little bit of moulding colouring there, and of course he will sit quite nicely. But as I said, there was a giftware set. Oh, and this hip did it again. I told you that hip. The hip has popped again and again and again and again. But that's okay, because believe it or not, it's a common fault in these ones, and it's not hard to fix. So we'll just get him back together. Off camera again. God, I'm good bad. So we're just getting him back together, and there's a reason why we're getting him back together, because as I said, they did a 2016 gift set for Bruticus, and they actually included something interesting, and that was a recoloring. And now we can see the difference between the 2015 individual and the 2016 giftware set. And there's some very striking differences straight up. So One of the big things you'll see on this version, being the 2016 giftware set, no translucent moulding on the leg, no translucent moulding on the trim, and there is no translucent moulding on the gun or the hand, which is what you'll see in this one. So when you put them side by side, you'll see difference. Again, colouring in the centre is different, because again this is just got translucent moulding, where this one has orange moulding. Other big differences, these have got red, oh, I'll get back on camera, there's red there, where it's of course grey there, and again red on the legs, where it's of course grey on the legs, and the blast shields on the back, one is the grey is for the normal pack, that's of course the giftware pack. And that is of course the big differences. There's other things too, like that's got that nice little I don't know if you can see it from that close, the translucent moulding there, where of course that doesn't. But it makes it quite cool. It's nice to have both, and of course obviously adds a bit of extra fun to the kits, because obviously you can have one out, one in. So that was it. That was of course Shockwave from Transformers Combiner Wars. This was a Plastic Crack Show. I was your host Lee. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to rate, subscribe, leave a message, and we'll see you next time.